Hello, and welcome to Today in History for January 25th. I'm Michael Powell. Today marks the anniversary of the end of the Tate LaBianca murder trial. On January 25th of 1972, Charles Manson and his followers were convicted of murder. In Los Angeles, California, he was convicted along with his followers Susan Atkins, Leslie Van Houten, and Patricia Krenwinkel of the brutal 1969 murders of actress Sharon Tate and 6 others. In 1967, Manson, who was already a lifetime criminal, was released from a federal penitentiary in Washington state, and he then traveled to San Francisco. There he attracted a following among young women with troubled emotional lives. Manson established a cult based on the concept of helter-skelter, a philosophy he thought predicted that the outcome of an imminent racial war in America would mean the emergence of 5 ruling angels, and Manson would take the role of Jesus Christ. Manson convinced his followers that it would be necessary to murder celebrities in order to attract attention to the cult. And in 1969, they targeted Sharon Tate, a marginally successful actress who was married to Roman Polanski, a film director. On the night of August 9th, 1969, with detailed instructions from Manson, 4 of his followers drove up to Celio Drive above Beverly Hills and burst into the Polanski and Tate's home. Polanski was not home, and friends were staying with the pregnant Tate. During the next few hours, they engaged in a murderous rampage that left 5 dead, including a very pregnant Sharon Tate, 3 of her friends, and an 18-year-old man who was visiting the caretaker of the estate. The next night, Manson followers murdered Lino and Rosemary LaBianca at their home in Los Feliz, a section of Los Angeles. This time, though, Manson went along to make sure that the killings were carried out correctly. These cases were unsolved for over a year before the Los Angeles Police Department discovered the Manson connection. Various members of his cult confessed, and Manson and 5 others were indicted on charges of murder and conspiracy to commit murder. In January of 1972, Manson and 3 others were found guilty, and on March 29th, all 4 were sentenced to death. The trial of another defendant, Charles Tex Watson, was delayed by extradition proceedings, but he was likewise found guilty and sentenced to death. In 1972, the California Supreme Court abolished the death penalty, and Manson and his followers' death sentences were reduced to life imprisonment. Charles Manson died in prison in 2017. I very well remember that whole affair. In fact, I visited a friend who lived next door to the LaBiancas. At any rate, for Today in History, I'm Michael Powell. Join me again tomorrow to see what that date brings to mind. Till then, watch this.